What's going on YouTube? And in today's video, I'm a bit sick, under the weather, but I'm gonna be talking about a list because I got like something on my tongue, and like basically endure, this video, bruh. We're gonna get right into it though.
Approach. Don't be afraid to get rejected.
She could say something worse than no. You can't get your feelings hurt. I seen.
Approach. Don't be afraid to get rejected.
She could say something worse than no. You can't get your feelings hurt. I seen go up to a girl, say, you look really good. She said ill with her friend and walked off. Today we're watching how to score a beautiful woman in 3 easy steps. I'd like to start by saying don't take any of this as law. Things are different, and what works for one person might not work for you, gang. Some guys can go up to a girl and be like, give me your fucking number, and she give it up. You do that, you can end up in the back of a squad car with a cellmate big as Terry Crews.
So it has come to my attention that the reason why many men are not dating anymore is because they've simply lost the art of courting.
Okay, losing the art of courting, right? Before this video, I didn't know what, like, I've heard people say
Lost the art of courting.
Oh.
Many men are not dating anymore is because they've simply lost the art of courting.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard, and let me tell you why, right? You telling me in order for you to get and attain a woman, you need to be able to properly court her? That's totally that's bullshit.
Okay, losing the art of courting, right? Before this video, I didn't know what, like, I've heard people say courting. Y'all ever be in a situation where like somebody says something and you've heard the word before, but you don't really know what the hell it means, so you just kind of just sit back and just act like you know, but you don't really know because you don't really care to really know. So you just kind of sit back and just listen and be like, yeah, courting, yeah, well, right, I'm with y'all, my family, so I could just look it up right now. Nobody's going to judge anybody. And I did. I put it up, and it seems like courting is the process of getting to know someone to decide whether or not to pursue a more serious relationship with them. Decide whether or not to pursue a more serious. Okay. All right. I think I'm understanding. But she's saying that men have lost the art of getting to know somebody. Okay, to pursue a more serious relationship. Interesting. I feel like not me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person where I before I would have relations with somebody, I got here.
But I know what I like as a woman. So I'm going to teach you guys in 3 easy steps how to get a woman like me from the restaurant to the bed.
What? What about it? Appreciate it. I'm doing something, mama.
Room. 3 easy steps.
But I thought from the restaurant to the bedroom. But I thought the process of getting to know someone to decide whether or not to pursue a more serious relationship. I must not understand the definition fully.
Step 1, have a plan. So don't what you doing. Don't are you free? Because that tells me you're trying to test the waters.
No. I'm just gonna
I like a man who assumes the sale. This woman's gonna be mine. So we going in with a plan.
Go in with a plan.
Hey, look, bro, that was my woman, bro. I call her mama. Not mama. Shit gonna sound weird.
And okay, I mean, okay. See, this is different. Cause a play that like this, if I were gonna make a play like this, right? I feel like it would be boom. We popped out. I met you. We had a good conversation. And then like it was one of those things where, I honestly probably would have said, what you got, like what you got going on after this? Oh, nothing. I mean, shit, I'm over here cooling. Like, if you trying to pull up, this is that and the third. That's how that would have went. But I guess she's saying go different.
Are you free this day at this time for this activity? That way you can get a yes or a no.
Oh, this isn't the same night. My apologies. Okay.
Very simple, and the logistics are already kind of set. So your feelings don't get hurt and you're not dragging that shit out over text message. Are you free at 6 on Friday for mini golf?
Okay, yeah, I can get with that. I definitely can get with that for sure. Yeah, like one thing I feel like that people be doing, bro, is like young men, they'll go and they'll drag out this text, this jack.
No, they do. Niggas do that shit. It's because people like niggas. This is what I know. This is what I know about. This is why like. This is what I observed about niggas. Niggas got to the point like niggas beat around the bush with their intentions, and bitches pick up on it, right? So when women pick up on it, you kind of get categorized as, you know, not knowing what you want or not having the power in order to take what you want.
Drag out these texts for weeks on end, calls for weeks on end, and texting. Don't give a fuck. But in reality, it's like, if I can get you, if we're in front of each other, you know, it's cool. And let me take that back. I'm not a call person. I'm a FaceTime person, right? Because I like to see like facial language, right? Facial expressions and how people are taking certain things, as well as like it's like a face to face without us being in real life. So if I call, like if you somebody that I fuck with, I'm not trying to talk on the phone like this. Like I'm trying to FaceTime, right? And
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm more of a type of nigga like you get better results out of me, like not on FaceTime, but like when we're face to face. You experience, you know, the whole totality of my personality. Cause it's like me calling on the phone. It's like my parents be telling me about that shit. Like, cause excuse me, cause you know, me and my girl, we got a crib. You know, so I don't see them as often as I used to. So, you know, the relationship, I'm not even gonna lie, the relationship have improved since I moved out and shit like that. But, you know, yeah, you know, that calling on the phone shit, like, nah, bro, like, I'm better in person. We can conversate, talk, crack jokes, vibe, you know.
And if I'm like trying to pursue somebody, then it's like, I won't do too much texting. It'll be like some cool shit. I'm not just ghost, but I might be for a couple of days. But then I might hit you randomly like, yo, what you doing? Like I got this going. Oh, no, I really like, yo, around this day, you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to do this, that, and the third? You know, what you got going on type of ordeal. That's how I think. That's how I feel.
I would love to do that with you. And I would say if I like the guy, yes, absolutely. I want to do more than mini golf. But if I don't like the guy, no. Then the guy can take that same approach and just keep on going down the line. It's a numbers game for you guys, you know. If you're going to be the man, you got to approach. Why? Because then now we're going to be in a matriarch. If you don't want to approach, now women get all the power. And you don't want to give that up. Y'all want to keep in power, so you're going to have...
She's saying if a man don't approach a woman, the power lies in the woman's hands. That's not true, because when women typically approach men, they're more obligated and they're more willing to get on that man's program due to their high interest. That's the reason why they even approach the men to begin with.
Have to do the hard stuff.
Okay. Word. I hear that. Because you definitely want to maintain that power. Because as soon as, bro, I've seen the relationships where a dude is with a girl, right? And like, this nigga can't get a leg up at all. And then he try to randomly get a leg up because he watched a few videos. But then now you...
But that had nothing to do with her approaching him. That was let me rewind just a little bit so I can know if that's an emphatic statement that she was trying to make.
Y'all want to keep in power, so if you're going to be the man, you got to approach. Why? Because then now we're going to be in a matriarch. If you don't want to approach, now women get all the power. And you don't want to give...
That's not true. That is literally not true at all. I've never been the type of nigga to do that. And my results has always been, you know, great. To be honest with you, always been great. Just because a woman approached me doesn't mean she have the power. That's totally bullshit. By the woman approaching me, nigga, I get the power.
give that up. Y'all would
try to randomly get a leg up because he watched a few videos, but then now you can't take a nigga serious because he been acting some type, like acting this way. Nigga, you try, that's like whenever you know when you were younger and your mom was like you got 18 or some shit and you thought you was gonna come through, be like, hey, I'm older now, ma, like I'm gonna do this, I'm moving like this, like I can't move like this no more. And she looking at you like, my nigga, get to them dishes and do that trash and shit, my nigga. It's the same thing.
approach. Don't be afraid to get rejected. Now,
For real.
step 2, after you have that, yeah,
Hey, don't be afraid to grind slowly and not seek for any type of relationship until you get established. Right? There's also nothing wrong with that. I'm not downplaying approaching women or anything regarding that. But I want a situation and things regarding, I get so cold in life that they approach me.
yes or
For
no.
real.
Then you're gonna take her out. You're gonna arrange her transport.
Because it's not, the worst she can say is definitely, she can say something worse than no. You can't get your feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? But, so, I seen a nigga go up to a girl, say, you look really good. She said ill with her friend and walked off. That's worse than no. But you can't allow that to you can't allow that to affect the rest of your experiences. See what I'm saying?
Either go and get her or arrange her Uber. Boom. Be a gentleman. Do all the gentlemanly stuff. Now, here's where it gets good. Because if she likes you, she's going to give you a sign. Your question, the cue is, so, should we call it a night? Or do you want to get into some more adventures? That's going to tell you everything you need to know. Call it a night. I don't want to sleep with you. I might have to go to work. I feel lukewarm. Maybe we need a second date, but maybe not. More adventures, I'm 1,000% into you. Okay? See how there's clear delineation? We're into it, we're not into it. Simple question, and you don't gotta have your ego hurt.
So she's saying to ask, do you want to get into some more shit, or are you trying to go to the crib? Wait, run that back real quick. Run that back real quick.
Adventures. She's gonna give you a sign. Your question, the cue is, a gentleman, do all the gentlemanly stuff. Now, here's where it gets good. Because if she likes you, she's gonna give you a sign. Your question, the cue, is some more adventures.
I don't know about this script and the way she's piercingly looking at us right now but I don't know about this script right here. I don't know about this. This is when the asking a fish how to fish starts to kind of get into my brain. I remember me and my dog was talking to this girl, and we were trying to give somebody else some advice. And so we walked up to this girl and was like, yo, look, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel a guy should approach a girl, right? That's what I asked him. But he was like, no, you can't ask her because that's like asking a fish how to fish. You got to ask a fisherman, right? This right here feels that question she's saying for us to ask seems like a fish. If it seems like we're asking a fish how to fish right now, because if I promise you, depending on how you look and maybe the status you have, you know what I'm saying, how much bread, that question right there is gonna make y'all sound like you're gonna take her to the crib and cut her head off in GTA and put it in the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Or have her downstairs in your basement with tied up, you know what I'm saying, with chains and shit, where she can never see her family again. So I would say maybe something a little bit more calm, where it's like this is the thing. This is how I feel, right? You can tell when a girl is, after a date, you can tell when a girl is feeling you or digging you, right? Sometimes some niggas can't, and y'all just need some repetition, but you can tell when a girl feeling you or digging you. I feel like it's as simple as you pull up Whenever y'all about to head out, be like, you know, I'm going back to the crib. Do you want to come? Do you want to? How would you word it? You want to? Something along the line, be like, however, I'm going back to it. And if she said, for sure, be nothing.
Sleep with you. I might have to go to work. I feel lukewarm. Maybe we need a second date, but maybe not. More adventures, I'm 1,000% into you. Okay? See how there's clear delineation? We're into it, we're not into it. Simple question, and you don't gotta have your ego hurt.
I like, do you want to call it a night, or are you trying to slide back to the crib? Like, those are two, there's a fork in the road. You gotta go this way or go this way. But I guess you could say you want to call it a night, or you want to come back to the crib. Like, are you trying to slide back? More adventures is like, that sound like you could be going to do Top Golf or some more shit or some other late night shit. You fuck around, pull up to the crib, and now she's like, oh, I didn't know this was, you feel me? But if you got to kind of say, like, we need to be even more clear. You trying to come back to the crib? You know what I'm saying? Come back to the crib, watch a movie, hang out. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to call it a night? You know what I'm saying? Something along the lines of that.
Y'all just don't know how to communicate and how to do the courting process. Again, if she don't want to see you, now you do mini golf with the next bitch.
Yeah.
Simple. I was going to say step 3, but I don't even know if there is a step 3. So there it is. How to get a woman like me in a few easy steps.
Make sure y'all drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and we are out, brother.